ASB President, Hannah Magallanes.
Wow, this is terrifying. Good evening, friends and family. My name is Hannah Magallanes, and I'm Ibarra's ASB Student Council President. For many of us here, this may seem like the end of a story. A conclusion to nearly 9 years of work we put in here at Ibarra. But to me, this is the end of a chapter. We still have so much to look forward to, but before we turn the page, let's look back on the last 9 years of our lives. When we first started school, we were taken to a whole new place, different from what we knew at home. In kindergarten, we started to form new friendships and started our long journey through school. Looking back on it, we had it really easy. We drew, played games, listened to stories, and enjoyed the innocence of early childhood. Then the year ended, and we moved on to first grade. Math, spelling, science, everything got 100 times more complicated. But somehow we learned to adapt to these changes and started to take on more responsibilities. Moving on to elementary school, we encountered more assignments, projects, and dreaded state testing. As we got to know one another, our friendship started to become more stable, and we could actually rely on each other. But at this point, all we really cared about was cool math games. By the time we were in 6th grade, it seemed like we had it all figured out, and it was smooth sailing. I'll let you in on a secret. We didn't. In our last few months of our year, however, COVID hit, and we were all forced to stay in our houses with our families. Eventually, we moved on to our middle school years in a pandemic. Everything was online. It was like going back to square one with new teachers, new classes, new people. We got to see our friends again, just through a screen where one of us had bad internet and would glitch out. Thankfully, we were all able to come back to school for our last year here at Ibarra. Like before, we could make sense of things. We learned independence. I have so many amazing memories here, like Battle of the Classes. However great those memories are, I still remember the strange things. Our last year here was probably the best because we learned so many essential skills, such as problem-solving skills, critical thinking, and always going above and beyond. Without these skills, we would have been in a lot of trouble. This past year has been really important to me because I feel like I have grown a lot as a person and came out of my shell a lot during this time. If someone were to have told me that I would be standing here doing a speech in front of you all as president of the school, I would have had a heart attack. We endured and thrived through our years here. However, we still have a long way to go. But this time, I think we can adapt in the blink of an eye thanks to all the knowledge and skills we've developed. In my opinion, this year flew by. Of course, we had more responsibility, but we also had more freedom to explore and put ourselves out there. Looking back to when I was not even in elementary school, but in 7th grade, I think we've come a long way. So let's take today to acknowledge that we've made it. We are the champions. We have overcome procrastination, stage fright, and discipline, and countless other obstacles here at our time at Ibarra Academy. In the next few months, we will be making some of the largest changes yet. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty anxious. I'm ready to join new classes and meet new people, but it's all still nerve-wracking. When I'm feeling more scared of the next few years than excited, I think of how we've adapted in the past. We have faced new fears and challenges for a little under a decade, and we've come through every single time. So I would like to recognize all the people who have helped us get here today. Thank you to all the teachers, principals, and staff that have helped us grow in such a fundamental way. Thank you to all the parents and family who have supported us along the way and helped us with our homework, even when they didn't get it themselves. And finally, thank you to all the friends that we've made, that have made us laugh even in the toughest times. I would like to leave you all with a quote. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed in the things you didn't do than the ones you did do. Sail away from the safe harbor and catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. Mark Twain. Thank you.